Hey guys, what's up? Mike and Alicia here. Once again, we are in the car, but this time we are not headed to the gym. We live about 3 hours away from Las Vegas, and so we have decided to take an impromptu overnighter trip to Las Vegas. We do this a couple of times a year, and it is Friday, it's the weekend, so we thought, what the heck, let's just do a quick little trip down to Vegas. And it's the off season down there, it's winter time, and hotel rates are pretty cheap. We were able to get a nice hotel room at the Mandalay Bay on the Strip for really cheap, way cheaper than in the warmer times of the year. So we're pretty excited about that. Mike and I are both working right now to lose some weight and get in shape, and a trip like this that is kind of last minute and impromptu, a fun little trip, could totally throw off our game if we're not careful. But we have come up with a plan, a food plan for this trip. And normally when we go on trips like this, we love to eat. Who doesn't, right? When you go on vacation, that's one of the best parts is eating at those fun restaurants and enjoying the food. And we are no different than everybody else. We always really like to do that. But this time we're gonna dial it back a little bit, and instead of eating out our entire trip and just really going to town, we're gonna eat at a couple of restaurants that we really enjoy. We'll probably get dessert once or twice, but as we get going on this trip, it is lunchtime, and we normally would stop and get lunch. Instead, I made green smoothies to go. So we are drinking those. We're gonna stop at Costco and pick up a few snacks, healthier snacks for on the road and to get us by until dinner time. And then once we get down to Vegas, we are gonna eat at Giordano's. I think that's what it's called. It is a Chicago style deep dish pizza place that we really like eating at. The pizza is so good there. And so we're gonna really enjoy our dinner tonight, but not feel too guilty because we have stayed on track for our meals up to that point. So that is our plan for food today. And then I think for dessert, we're gonna hit Cheesecake Factory and pick up some cheesecakes and take them back to our room and just chill in our room. We feel pretty good about that plan. It's a little bit off our plan if we were staying home, but it's a lot better than what we normally do. And hey, you gotta have fun, you gotta enjoy yourself, and I don't feel bad about this food plan.
I think the key is that we have a plan.
Yeah.
That's the key, because we just usually don't.
Yeah, normally we wing it and we really go all out, and it's really fun in the moment, but we end up feeling so crappy, and by the time we get done with the trip, we feel sick. So we're not gonna do that this time. We'll bring you guys along here and there on this trip so you can see as far as our food is going and what we're up to. We'll probably hit some shopping.
We don't gamble. So we don't go to Vegas to gamble.
We don't drink and we don't gamble. So,
We're
we
like the most boring people in Vegas, probably.
But you know what? You can still have fun in Vegas and not do a lot of those typical Vegas activities that a lot of other people do, which is totally fine, just doesn't suit us. So there are some things we enjoy doing down there, but drinking and gambling is not one of those for us. But anyway, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna just relax and enjoy some time alone, and it's gonna be great. We are very much looking forward to leaving this cold, dreary weather behind us for a couple of days and enjoy the warmer temperatures of Las Vegas. Okay, so we just stopped at Costco to just pick up a handful of snacks that will help us stay on track with our food plan, so that we only eat out the couple of times that we have planned, and then these other snacks will kind of help us hang in there for those in-between times. Mike is gonna show us the 3 things that we got. So we got these dried apple, let's see.
Chip looking things.
Yeah, like apple chips. And then we got some jerky. And then some of these, I don't know if you can see that, they're nut bars. They're like almonds and cashews and walnuts, no pecans, with a little bit of chocolate. So those will just kind of get us by in between meals so that we stay on track. When we come to Costco, especially if it's lunchtime, we always stop and get either one of their big yummy hot dogs. I'm kind of a hot dog fan, so we both like their hot dogs here. Or we'll get one of their big slices of pizza, and we'll get some soda. And normally, if we hadn't planned ahead, that's what we would have done today. We would have filled up on pizza and hot dogs and soda. Yikes. But that's a win. We didn't do that. We had our green smoothie. So we just cracked open the apple chips, and we each had one of the nut bars, and they were both yummy. The trick is now not to overeat. The nut bars were really good. I think I could easily eat 2 or 3 without feeling too full. So we're glad to have these snacks, but we do need to be careful to kind of watch our portions a little. But what were you just saying about celery and carrots?
I was just saying that, it's not celery and carrots, and, if we were being just totally strict, that would be what we would have packed and planned. But we are on vacation, a little mini vacation, but, I think it's about making smaller, better choices rather than white knuckling, baby carrots when you really want a donut.
Yeah, you gotta find that middle ground, find some moderation, enjoy yourself, but don't go crazy. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are about 40 minutes from our destination. We have lived this close to Las Vegas for all of our marriage, and we will have been married for 22 years this May, so we've come to Vegas a lot. And one of my favorite memories from our travels to Vegas from many years ago, when we were just young whippersnappers, was I like to crank Madonna's Immaculate Collection album, and we would sing the music and have a good time. And one of my favorite memories from that is when Like a Virgin would come on, and we would sing that together. And I still make us do that sometimes. I don't know if I'll make us do that today. But most times I have to, just for old time's sake, and we always have fun, and it's just a silly thing, but it's one of my favorite memories of us and of you singing Like a Virgin with me. So this is our view from our room. Not the best view, but we are right across the street from the new Las Vegas Raiders stadium. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Whatever. I think it's safe to say that pizza is one of my favorite foods, huh?
Yep.
You like pizza, but usually I'm the one dragging you to the pizza place.
Yep.
However, I think that this pizza place...
Yeah, this is one of the best pizza.
Yep. We thoroughly enjoyed that pizza. It was huge. We ordered a medium, but it was deep dish, so it's like having maybe 3 pizzas in one. I ate one slice and I was full. You ate two. And it's like we've got more than a full pizza. This pizza box is pretty heavy. So, pretty tasty. I'd say we're both pretty happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, here are the leftovers from our Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes. We were a little too anxious about these, and I should have videoed what they looked like before we dove into them, but this one was a key lime cheesecake, which was so good. Would definitely get that again. This one was like an Oreo cheesecake. It had like a chocolate cake bottom, and it was good, super rich. So we each got two. Those were the two I got. As you can see, I finished most of the key lime one last night. This one I had for breakfast and I could only eat half of it. It was so rich, but it was enough to make me feel happy and fulfilled when I was having a chocolate craving, and it definitely hit the spot. So, well done, Cheesecake Factory. So we just checked out of our hotel room. It's lunchtime, so we are going out to eat for our second and final meal out on this trip. Mike has found us a barbecue place that gets really good reviews, and we like barbecue, so we're excited to give this a try.
Looks pretty good.
Okay, so we are officially on the road to home. We had a great trip. We feel like it was pretty successful in that we were able to relax, have some fun, take a break from the kids, and while it was a pretty quick trip, we fit in a lot. We were able to eat at a couple of really yummy restaurants. I got to do a good bit of shopping while Mike here chauffeured me around town, which was very sweet of him. What else did we do? Is that kind of what we did?
Well, I mean, we had a really good business/strategy meeting.
We did.
For both the stuff I'm working on and stuff that Alicia's working on.
It's true. That is something. We had some extra time. We extended our checkout time at the hotel, and we took that time to talk about the week ahead of us, what we wanted to do, what we want to accomplish, and how we can help each other do that. And that was the first time we've really had a meeting like that, and we decided that's something we're going to start doing once a week, is meeting for an hour and talking about the upcoming week and our goals and what we want to accomplish. And that was a really good meeting. It was kind of impromptu. It wasn't something we had planned on doing, but it went really good, and we're really excited to keep doing that and to see where it takes us. Yeah, so I would say we had a pretty successful trip. I think we both feel a little more
Recharged.
Yeah, recharged. So sometimes it almost feels like one night in Vegas isn't enough, especially when you count that we're driving 3 hours each way, so we're spending 6 hours traveling in a 24-hour period. But we feel like we have dialed in our Vegas experience, and like I said, we don't do the usual Las Vegas activities, but there's a lot of other things to do in Vegas, and for us it's kind of more about relaxation and doing some shopping and eating at some fun places and just spending time together. And we feel like we accomplished that, and we had a good time, and it was definitely worth it. And now we're ready to go home to our teenagers and get a new week started here soon. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking. If you haven't already, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel